Hey, let's check in genuine anti-war left. Shall we for a moment? This is the genuine anti-war left who's against imperialism, who was against the establishment of the Democratic Party, and then became against the, realized that it was a bunch of shit libs and et cetera, and is the true anti-war candidate. I wish she was running for president again, but maybe she'll run for vice president. Who knows? I give you Tulsi Gabbard. Now, basically taking command of the 440th Civil Affairs Battalion. Let's hear her first before we describe what that battalion is.
It's a beautiful day here in Fort Carson, Colorado, and a very special one. I have just completed the change of command ceremony, taking command of the 440th Civil Affairs Battalion. As civil affairs soldiers, we are warrior diplomats, and our mission, our skills, and capabilities are incredibly important during a time of great uncertainty in the world. It's just such an incredible privilege and honor to be entrusted with the responsibility to serve and lead these incredible soldiers.
Yeah. Now, what is the 444th Civil Affairs Battalion? What did you call it? Warrior diplomats.
Yeah. I mean, is it like a kind of Peace Corps thing? Like, is she going and trying to promote anti-war, anti-imperialism, releasing doves into the atmosphere and kind of making sure that no one gets hurt?
No, I don't think so. According to Mike Prysner of the Empire Files, it is and this is actually also, you can find this on Home Army Military. Mike Prysner says, let me just do that. He says this unit's job, aside from psychological operations, is basically to make it possible for special forces troops to conduct black ops, quote, throughout the Indo-Pacific region.
No, it's literally a Psyops battalion. That's its stated goal.
I will read from the U.S. Army page here. Let me send this to you guys. It's right here. I will read this. The 440th Civil Affairs Battalion is the newest battalion in the United States Civil Affairs and Psychological Operations Command. Airborne.
Elon Musk was, this is literally psyops.
Exactly. And it has a long and storied history of civil affairs regiment within the United States Special Ops Command and the United States Army Reserve. It deploys its civil affairs teams and companies throughout the Indo-Pacific region in support of various operations and exercises. I'm sure it's like we're the ones who bring the candy.
Hearts and minds,
the
baby.
psychological
Philippines,
operation.
Thailand, Malaysia, Timor, Micronesia, Marshall Islands, Tonga, Palau, Samoa, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and as well as supported exercises in Korea, Japan, Hawaii, and Guam. I'm trying to think, what is up? What is about that area of the world?
Yeah,
where something's going on? Like it's
a little odd. Yeah, I mean, she's in Narendra Modi's backyard there.
But also, there's another big country.
That maybe the army might want to have its eye on.
Interesting.
Shmina?
It might rhyme with that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is also, I mean, the Philippines is included there. That's the nation that we just reopened 4 military bases in to scare Shmina.
Somebody should ask Tulsi about the Jakarta method.
Exactly.
So with psychological operations in the Indo-Pacific region, is she just like, they're doing meditation and therapy maybe? That's like it's psychology.
The idea that this person became the sort of like supposed anti-imperialists, icon is, I mean, it's sort of perfect
Dire.
as to their, and what's also going to be fascinating. I mean, you remember when the entire reason why Jimmy Dore, would justify anything he would do. We're going to bring on some of the Boogaloo Boys because they believe that everybody should get health insurance under Medicare for all.
He endorsed Tulsi because she had better foreign policy, even despite her saying, yeah, she's single payer. That's not really American.
Exactly, and he was like justifying it. Oh well, you're playing 12-dimensional chess with your plan, which is going to completely defang. But yes, it was her foreign policy, which of course is, now she's a commander of a psyops thing.
To the extent she's...
I wonder what your credentials have to be a commander of a psyops thing. I mean, I wonder what you have had to have done.
People like that shouldn't, and I say this about the CIA agents who are Democratic representatives now, people with these sorts of jobs should be banned from ever representing people in public office.
We don't allow someone who was a general within, I think, a certain number of years to become like even defense secretary.
Right. And like that sort of stuff, like privileged information, and you've taken part in actual like foreign policy maneuvers. Like you can't be like, it's just so gross. And it is really like dire that Tulsi, despite coming on the scene saying Obama should use the word radical Islam when he talks about a foreign policy, she somehow became the anti-war candidate. It's a really dire thing.
Yep.